Okay. Hey, I'm JP Leonard.
I'm Tyler Arceneaux.
And you are watching and listening to We're Dying Down Here, a stand-up podcast about living in South Louisiana doing comedy.
Doing comedy, eating boudin. It's crawfish season, JP. You had crawfish yet?
I did. We had it last week, and it was
my
5
God.
pounds with some sausage.
Mais gardez donc.
Speaking of gardez donc, Mike Cannon is our guest this episode. Let's watch him.
Start?
No, yeah, you can take it, dude. Yeah. Let's do here a few beats. Hang on, let's see. That, and he's out. So, all right.
JP can't start a podcast to save his life.
Yeah.
I just press record on my podcast and we roll, but JP's like, we could have killer riffs going, and JP's like, all right, you guys ready to start?
Yeah. And I'm always like, let's edit to this to start. And it begins like just us going like, so the Jews. You know,
Yeah, you're already in.
yeah. And we are
See? It's perfect.
and we are here on the
Late.
13th day of March.
Friday the 13th.
Friday. Oh yeah, my name's Jason. Fuck. I didn't kill on stage. Anyway, we're here with the wonderful Mike Cannon.
Hello.
Yes.
Am I pronouncing that right? Mike is Mike.
It's Canyon.
Oh, Canyon. Sorry,
Canyon.
Canyon. Sorry.
It's double.
What are you, a hot sauce from here?
Yeah.
What's with all
swirly.
the New York Mike comedians? I mean, I know Mike's
I
a
know.
common name, but
Yeah.
you guys
don't
are
want
all the
You don't
same.
want to spell it.
Trust me, I wish-
MYQ?
I want it.
Okay.
Now it's like this is the only time in my life where I wish I listened to my parents when they always called me Michael.
Oh,
I would have, just a moderate differentiation because there are a lot of white Mikes. It's a complete children of the 80s thing.
I've had Mike Lawrence, Mike Kaplan,
Mike Racine,
Mike Razine,
Yeah.
Vecchione.
Mike Vec. No, I haven't had him.
didn't have
Yeah,
him?
no. Mike Segura, Mike Norman,
Mike Norman.
Mike Roget. Yeah. Anyway,
Mike List.
Well, you see, like, dude, it's
Mike
the
Pepitone.
it's the worst when you see the Skankfest list and it shows all the comics, and then there's a block of 12 mics.
Yeah,
and you're like,
yeah.
God damn it.
Mike Figs.
Yeah.
Open mic, Eagle. All right, guys, thank you. That hits for two people. Mike Cannon. So, we've spent. I think I've spent the most time in the car with anyone than anyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, we spent 3.5 hours together last night. Come back from New Orleans
After double flights.
I'm on the road with this guy almost every single weekend.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah, it
I
doesn't-
spend more time in the car with Mike Cannon than anyone.
He knows my grandparents' name now.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah. We did run out of stories at one
Yeah.
point.
It's just
He was
cursing.
like, I think this is it. Like, I think
We were going down the most Cajun roads ever. I can't even tell you where. And it's just me going, hang on one second. Oh, fuck, white knuckling it, and bam, back in there. Yeah, we did good.
Was the weather bad or something?
No, I don't know what it was. It was every
terms of
flight.
Why
car
were you
traffic?
white knuckling it?
Dude,
I'm sorry, I was Mike knuckling it. White Mike,
White Mike knuckling.
White
Yeah.
I think like the infrastructure of everything is just falling apart.
Yeah.
It's just terrifying.
Airports are collapsing. There's lines around the corner to Austin as if you're trying to get into the mothership. It's like, it's fucking batshit, dude. And I told you yesterday, from the time like dinner, there was rumbling. Like I got a text from Delta that was kind of like, we're not canceling, but you better be prepared for us to cancel. And I'm like, okay, great. And then at 2 a.m., they had already delayed it. And then at 2 a.m. was the first cancellation. It just kept fucking rolling. I must have gone through like 8 or 9 different flights.
I woke up to a text from him, and it was like, yeah, man, like, this ain't good. And I was like, fuck. And it's like,
Yesterday morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's brutal, man, but
We did it.
it's the whole country. Yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
So what was the deal?
I think initially it was weather, and then it was also
Just
The
the fact that none of these
TSA
people are being paid.
Yeah.
I think that probably came into.
Fucking man, I'm going home.
How would you not?
Yeah.
look, if you work for TSA and you're working for exposure, not the same as doing a comedy show. So,
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
no one wants to do it. You know, I was like, I'll record it, and they're like, no.
That's a good point. If I was the TSA right now, I would definitely be making content.
Yeah.
That would be like,
Yeah,
I'd be like,
for
fucking
sure.
fire me.
Yeah,
Then fire
for
me.
sure.
Or maybe I'll just do a dance
Wait,
while I'm
why
loading
is there
this
no
bag.
TSA content?
Because the government.
Because you're not allowed
shut down.
to. I feel
Yeah.
like, oh, that'd be so hot though. Just
You ha-
TSA people dancing. On
Yeah.
TikTok.
You have to have a job in order to be TSA. Yeah.
True. Yeah, I mean, they should get they should have like some sort of TSA alarm clock of just some giant black lady at 6 a.m. screaming at you for putting your bag in correctly. Wrong! Put it in the bin! Every airport has contradicting views with the others,
Yeah.
and they're
Take
like,
your shoes off.
if you don't know this, you are fucking mentally disabled. It's like, cool.
So going back, so we met officially at Skankfest.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I got you coming in a couple months. That was cool. Always weird to approach people like that. But
Well, you never know at Skankfest what, like,
it's real.
what is real,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
also what is like what state the other person is in. The amount of people that I've met, and they're like, "Oh, dude, I was on like
Right, yeah.
45 hits of ketamine, so
Yeah.
I don't remember what my grandma's name is." You're like, "Great."
Yeah, good seeing you at Larry Flint's Barely Legal Club, by the way.
Did you go to that?
With the first night.
Same. I
Yeah.
made the mistake
It
of
was
going the first
sad.
night
I
too.
closed that
Yeah.
bitch down. Me, Sean Patton, Tom
Atta
Bell.
baby.
Yeah.
Close that bitch
Atta
down.
baby. Were you in the back patio? Because that's
Yeah.
where I went immediately.
I was smoking.
Yeah,
I have
smoke
the only
cigars.
reason I know I was there. I have pictures of me smoking cigars on the back patio, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't approach anyone. Like
No,
if I didn't
they
know
approached you. They're like, "How about some money?"
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
literally had a bouncer be like, "Hey, you see the girls dancing, right?" And I'm like, "I'm ordering a drink," and he's like, "How about some money up there?" I was like, "How about I'm never coming back?"
Yeah. How about a coupon?
I was like, I'm already grossed out by the knife wounds.
First time I saw you, I think I mentioned this earlier. I went on a trip to New York in 2023. I did New York Comedy Club, and I was on a bill with you and Sagalo and someone else that I shouldn't have been on. And I was like, I was also on the website, and I was like, how? I screenshot.
That's
I still
awesome.
have the screenshots, but yeah, it was great. I didn't talk to any of you.
No, I don't. What do you remember? Like which club was it?
It was
Gramercy.
New York Comedy Club, East Village.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
nice,
yeah.
nice. And it was a
Yeah.
good show.
Yeah, and I was just like, how am I on this? And I was just like,
You're hilarious.
great.
How are you on
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I
talk
don't know.
about it.
I still don't know.
Who books that?
Yeah, I don't know. Emilio, shout out Emilio.
Yeah, my manager. Same way I was on it.
Oh, you mean our manager? Sorry. No, it's cool. It's like watching all these people, and then like you hear the names, and it's like, oh, and then like you start you follow people in the pop, and your special you did the Gramercy. No, was
so
it?
yeah, so I did. That one's like people. I'm trying to figure out how to correct
you got free
people
Jordans
without.
at the end of it.
It's what?
You got free Jordans.
I
right?
did get free Jordans.
So
that was
that's good.
sick.
Yeah,
it
you
was
made it,
just
so-
a big show in New York that I filmed between White Privileged Homeless and Traumatized Animal, and I thought it might be a special, but the hour wasn't fully there. But it was still
Yeah.
a new hour. So once the finished hour Traumatized Animal came out, I felt comfortable being like, all right, this is a good show too.
Yeah,
I'll put
yeah.
this up on YouTube.
Yeah. And
You
is
know.
it their crossover? Is there like a
Yeah,
there's like
they're-
an evolution you could see?
100%. Yeah, I actually. So that like for comedy fans and people that follow YouTube like hardcore, I think they'll like it because it does show you what jokes that are half baked look like.
Yep.
What jokes that are kind of there but maybe wrongly positioned within the set.
Yep.
All
Yeah.
that stuff. So I don't know. I'm a dork about that shit.
Well,
so.
you also had an episode. Jesus Christ, like Law and Order. You know, have you episode? You also had a special where you were baked. Like
was
you were
very high.
how much? 150.
150. Yeah, that was the first one. 150 milligrams, which. That's the thing is like to some people they're like that's
Yep.
enough to send you to
My
a hospital.
daughter's like pussy.
Exactly.
We did
And
200
then others
minimum.
are like,
So
what are you fucking picking my daughter
Yeah.
up from school? That's pussy bullshit.
What are you
doing,
just
it?
trying to drive
Arithmetic?
sober?
What are you trying to quiet the noises in your head?
all right. So I've never done a set a fraction of that high.
No kidding.
How I've done mushrooms.
Mushrooms. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like
that's
baked
harder.
out, which is
That's
crazy.
way harder, right?
way
like
harder.
where I thought someone was behind me, and then I touched my own butt, and I was like, "Who's touching my butt?" Good set.
you gave yourself the stranger
Yeah.
in front of
Yeah.
people.
Oh, I'm gonna cancel you. It's me. But how was that doing 150 milligrams and doing stand up?
It was fun because so it was right after White Privilege Homeless, which I put a lot of effort into that special, and it's my least favorite one. but it, just because of for other reasons, mostly from what's attached to it dramatically behind the scenes. But like I put so much effort into the writing, the production. Like I paid for everything, all of the moving pieces. I booked it out. Like it was just a lot to undertake. So I was like, I want to do the exact opposite of working hard, and I want to take a lot of weed, and I want to not do jokes. I'll do crowd work. And I billed it as that. I thought it might be like 25 people that showed up. We sold it out like very quickly. See, when you have a good theme for a show and people are into it, they'll come regardless of who it is. But it also happens that I talk about this shit a lot in podcasts and comedy, so I have a swath of my audience that
already ready to go.
Already ready. Yeah. They came, and the vibe was like, it was just a perfect meeting of minds because I was insanely high and they were insanely high, but not in the I'm on heroin kind of high, where I don't know if you've done weed events where it feels like you're literally performing for the nodded out.
Yeah.
They were there and creative and up and excited, and that was kind of it was awesome in that way because I could have folded in on myself quick.
Yeah.
But I didn't really face much resistance, so that helped.
That was a one shot? That wasn't like a...
It was 1 hour, yeah.
I was thinking maybe it was something you did, like you toured or something.
No, that was one show, which honestly I went up looking to capture whatever it was.
And that was,
I thought before I got it, I was like, this might be like a cool 15, 20-minute YouTube video with like BTS that kind of helps make it funny.
Yeah.
And the thing, you might watch it because I melt down and freak out or whatever, and it might be interesting for that reason. But it was like the exact opposite.
Nice.
And none of it was hard, and it was like I was hanging out with buddies, and everybody there was, just
that was
super cool.
East Village location?
No, that was Gramercy.
Gramercy.
So
okay.
we did East Village. I took 300 the next time because
Let's go.
what am I, not American?
Yeah.
Double it.
Yeah, you gotta. I'm Tim Allen. You gotta add more power. So yeah.
Wait, no, it's...
Yeah, he also hid behind a fence the whole special.
Yeah. I mean, I did have a breakdown, but I think I dressed as Jesus. I've done this a couple times.
Has it?
Yeah. But we did it in Stanford. We did it in. Then I started taking it around a little bit. And it's since
cool.
it's lost its luster.
Yeah, we have a.
It's done. They have other comedians who do that.
For real,
Good
and
encouragement,
more power to them. Like I think it's a great idea. It's something that I may revisit like every now and again, but it's nothing that I'm gonna like do too much because I don't want to just become a weed guy.
We have a theme show here called Stone versus Drunk versus Sober.
That's great.
2 comics stoned, 2 drunk, 2 sober. Going back to like one of the early incarnations of that, we had a comedian back out, and I messaged Tyler, and I was like, "Hey man, I need a member for Team Sober."
No, he backed out.
No, his team sober. And Tyler goes, I just took 200 milligrams. And I was like, so you can be here for 8? And he's like, yeah.
I pretended to be sober for that show, and I won.
No kidding.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So,
that's great.
But it's one of those where like it's in the spirit of it, It's
Yes.
like, oh, okay. You never know what happens.
I've seen somebody take so much weed that they quit the show right before the show.
Yeah.
They went up to JP right at call time and was like, I can't do the show. And then left.
I text him like,
Never did comedy again.
No shit. Are you kidding? Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. I really love that.
And the irony, his name was Skip. Shout out Skip. I texted him, I was like, where you at? We're beginning. He goes, I am way too high. I'm like, so where you at? He was halfway to Baton Rouge. Where we're supposed to have the show?
Yeah. He was on his way home.
He's the highest he's ever been in his life, and he decided to drive.
Attaboy.
So I just
3.5 hours.
So
by my count.
I'm on the stage. I found a comic who's half deaf. And I was like, do you ever smoke weed? He goes, I have. I was like, you are tonight. There's your teammate.
Super high.
And it was one of the best shows I've ever seen.
No kidding.
He does this
had a
bit
great
about
set.
the hear and vibrations that he laid on the stage. It was
That's
magical.
Yeah,
awesome.
like on a whim. He had never gotten on the ground before during that bit, and just on a whim, he felt good. It wasn't even supposed to be on the show.
Right,
was
right.
an open micer.
Well, he was really high, by the way.
That's the best.
Yeah,
But
stepped up.
I feel like sometimes now, especially with the state of the world. But it's fun to kind of give an extra reason for people to be silly and ridiculous. Like if you're like comedy, everybody knows about comedy, but they're kind of coming in still from their own life and they're bringing all that in. But if you're like, this is a stone drunk, crazy, whatever show, and they're like, all right, I'm gonna let my hair down and really
exactly what it is.
It's
Well,
great.
for the comics, everyone knows their place. It's usually the audience members. They're like, we got to get fucked up.
Yeah,
And we're like,
yeah,
please
yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's the rowdiest show we have. Have you ever done comedy on mushrooms?
I've done that once. They used to have the only one trippin', I think was the show.
Nice.
And they had it at the Creek in the Cave back when that was in New York before it moved to Austin. And I went early because I knew I wouldn't be able to I just know how I am on mushrooms, especially like a full dose. I have a period of mushrooms called nope, where like you can't talk to me. I'm dealing with
Is it
demons.
on, like the come up or
It's kind of on the come up. It's after an hour, and it's like when things meet fever pitch. That is like when I'm like the camera is behind me, and I put my sword down like this, and it's me versus an army of 1,000.
Wait, you guys get swords?
Yeah.
No, okay.
So you had to do comedy before that happened.
So I did comedy. I did comedy before, but as that was kind of creeping, like I was on stage, and the best part was the guy who ran the show. He didn't tell me he was going to do this, but he sat in the front and he had glow gloves, and he kept like doing like rave
come on now.
shit. And
Come on now.
dude, so the trickiest part, and you kind of referenced it where you thought somebody was behind you, is like sometimes I just like catch kind of a drag or like a trail or something, and I'd just be like. And then try to zap myself back into the set. I still, dude, this might be like a top 10 laugh of my entire life. I watched James Adomian. Do you guys know who he is?
Of course.
Fucking the best.
Incredible.
You mean Eddie Pepitone's brother?
Yeah,
Oh my
one of the
God.
best impressionists
Yes.
ever. Should have been on SNL years ago if there was any justice in the world, but he wasn't.
His Alex Jones is
It's dude, he did Bernie Sanders.
Oh,
my
yes.
God.
In
good.
costume on mushrooms.
Yes.
And he did maybe the most mushroom thing that I thought was like I was like, this is a genius and this guy should be like put up in the Louvre. But he did this thing where he just caught Bernie's cadence and was like blah 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 blah, and then he's like blah 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 blah.
It's like those Muppets. Yeah,
and he
yeah.
was literally doing that for what felt like 11 minutes. Like it was so long, and I am crying. I'm just crying, laughing, and I'm just like, man, it made me like love comedy again. Just the purity of it.
I saw Adomian and Eddie Pepitone together in a very, very small venue in Austin where they do Altercation Comedy Fest at a place called Kick Butt Coffee.
Yeah.
Super small venue. Both Eddie Pepitone and James Adomian playing Freddie Pepitone, Eddie's brother.
Yeah.
And they riff back and do this.
He
Oh,
does,
so
magical
that's what you were talking.
moment.
I've never seen that.
He
Okay,
does a
okay.
character that's like Eddie's brother.
That's
he
great.
does it at the
It's
end
great.
of For the Masses, the special. It's one of the outtakes, and it's it's Eddie Pepitone heckling himself. but
That's
it's James,
awesome.
It's fucking beautiful.
That's so
Yeah,
good.
he's great.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, he's a magical being, and it's like you watch him. It's like he has no material.
Right.
Like it just goes up in your riffs. And
Well,
that's it.
Eddie's similar, where it's like you watch him and you're like, man, this guy is like, after however long he's been doing it, he's clearly lost no passion for the act and for comedy itself, because this can fucking grind you down to a nub. So the idea of him just being able to like remain enthusiastic and still like crush the way he does, it's pretty awesome to watch.
I think it was like 2 years ago. I brought that Stone vs. Drunk show to Austin for the festival. And the guy who runs JT Habersat was like, all right, Eddie's going to be Team Stone. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? And then you got Ben Roy, and you had Ron Lynch, who voices on Bob's Burgers. He's a legend. And I'm like, they're all on this show?
That's
And
awesome.
it was-
JP Stone Drunk's over.
And I was just
Beautiful.
watching Eddie
Yeah.
Pepitone just fucking like, he's one of the best. We've had him here multiple times.
I feel like, man, there's so many times when I watch people like that, and it's so obvious that they spent their entire life curating favor with fans because they're getting laughs so fucking effortlessly sometimes.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I could get up there and do the same thing and it wouldn't work.
Like
but
Pepitone
he
on
has earned every fucking second.
Pepitone on Conan, like the when he had his late night show, he would randomly be the guy in the audience, and you're like, "What is this?"
Oh yeah, talking
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
back to
And you're
Conan.
like,
Yeah.
"This is amazing. I don't get it." You know? Yeah.
Well, I love that level of freedom. Like, I mean, Rory Scovel, I think, is my favorite comic. He's
Yeah.
like, he's so good
He's in my
to watch.
top 5.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable. Every time you watch him, it's new, different, and he's somehow more comfortable and precise with his words. Like even during a riff, like he doesn't stumble or like he just doesn't go. He doesn't go down dead ends a lot.
Yeah.
Never.
And I am like Captain Dead End, where I will I'll riff and make a
Same.
bunch of turns and then I slam into a
I've
cul-de-sac.
learned a bunch of tricks to get out of my dead ends.
Totally.
I'll put Rory and Sean Patton in the same boat.
Yep.
With
Yeah.
Pepitone, they're
Talk
just
about my
fucking
favorite comedians right now.
masters. And my top 5.
Sean's my number 1.
Kyle Kinane, Attell, Sean Patton, Pepitone, Rory Scovel.
It's an unbelievable
fucking,
list.
And I mean, it goes on. You got like other people I love. Joe List. There's so many more, but like the people who go up there and it's like no matter what happens, it could be the worst show in the world. You're gonna get the best.
100%. I remember
show,
seeing again. This is like when I'm like blowing we're all blowing all these comics. It's great.
do it.
I think positive. I think actually
Why not,
that's
baby?
a good thing. I was about to
Yeah.
like trash myself for being too positive, but I actually think this is what this
It's
needs.
the Disney magic. That's what it is.
That's exactly it.
Well, we're so lucky to even be here. Like we're just so giddy about being able to be 2 boys in Louisiana,
That's
meeting
awesome.
all these people, doing comedy, and
Fuck yeah, man. That's all. I mean, I watched Sean Patton do an apartment show in New York City. Like, I'm like a year in, I'm drinking PBR in the back, trying to like, probably forget my set. And then I watch Sean and I'm like, I texted my friends, I'm like, Sean Patton's going to be like, when all said and done, one of the top 5 of all time. Like he's unbelievable the way he could tell a story and keep people's attention and also scold unruly audiences and then bring it back on track. He's got every tool in his tool belt. It's crazy.
We've mentioned him on almost every podcast. He's the one person like, why is he not the most popular comedian in the world? My first year in, I did a show in New Orleans. It was a storytelling show, and you just tell a story, and they're like, "Hey, after you is Sean Patton," and I was like, I don't want to go up. And he went up and he did the cumin bit, which he's done on like This Is Not Happening. And I'm watching it. I'm like, why do I do this? Why? It's kind of like, I'm going to shoot some ball. Oh, Michael Jordan. Oh, fuck. That's essentially what it is.
I'm still getting exercise, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
we played the same game.
Yeah, technically.
no,
I shoot on the same size goal.
it's a different ball, buddy. It's a different ball. You ever been at the urinal next to Peter North? No, it's not the same thing. All right. That's good for 3 horny dudes out there. So you started in New York?
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Lucky.
Okay, all right.
Dude, that sounds awful.
I mean, I wish I remember being 5 years in and I'm like, man, I wish I spent 3 years in Boston. Or like
just
3, somewhere,
else,
just somewhere else, just to kind of get good, or fail, actually, not get good.
Fail
anonymously in another city and then move to New York. But I mean, it is what it is. I am from New York. I was born in the city, but grew up outside. And where I'm from in New York.
Oh, homeless.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, sorry. Different outside. Sorry.
That took me way too long to get. I was like, outside, I was like, homeless. I was like, what was he saying about my family? I'm like, yes. The third yes, I understood it. But we wouldn't it doesn't matter. But starting in New York is hard, I think, because I think people still remember when I was very, very bad as opposed to okay.
When's the last time you did an open mic?
Like in another city?
No, in New York.
In New York? Pre-pandemic, probably.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I started going after maybe 2023, my first time. And I was like, I'm never doing an open mic. Mm-hmm. And I went one night after a show. This guy's like, yeah, I'm going to an open mic. I went with him. It was next to Joe DeRosa's place.
Yeah, sandwich shop.
Joey
Joey
which I had
Rosa's?
ate at like the day before. And I was like,
place
I know
rules.
this area.
Yeah.
And we got to the venue. It was next door. It was called like the Black Cat or something like that.
I've been there.
And
Yeah.
on this, I was like, we can't go in. He's like, why? And I was like, on this door that has a sign that says closed by the Department of Sanitation and Mental Health. And I was like, mental health? He goes, yeah, that's here all the time.
They heard there's an open mic here.
And then we went in.
The time.
We went in, and I was like, I still open mic? He was like, yeah. And I was like, all right, cool, I'm going to sign up. She's like, yeah, it's $5. I was like,
No, it isn't.
I've eaten next door. I'm not paying that. And I just watched the saddest open mic, and I was like, yeah, I'm never doing that. So all my shows in New York have been like book shows.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, I can't revert.
I mean,
but,
I would do open mics. It's not like I'm beyond or anything. It's always like just good to soundboard bits. I do bar shows that feel that like open mics or anything like that. But
a true and
the idea
like,
of like paying to fucking get on stage is
$5,
insane, and that person is only
in
like
front of 0 people. Like once you've been doing it over 10 years, there's only so much soundboarding you need.
Yeah.
I don't need to say my bits to nobody. I need at least somebody.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, at that point, it actually might be detrimental because
Yeah.
you could get not useful feedback.
You know what I saw in New York that I was not surprised at, but it just kind of made sense. It just reminded me of there's shitty comics everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of comedians, even at like the club, we were at Grizzly Pear.
Yeah.
And I watched like 4 or 5 comedians in a row.
Yeah.
Try the same crowd work.
no, that
bit.
was the stand.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was
the
even
stand.
at the stand.
Yeah, because I was on the
I'm
stand.
watching like
Yeah.
Aaron Berg do a set, talk to the whole audience. Next comic comes up, does the same shit.
He was
and the
pissed
crowd's
off.
like shrugging, like last
Yeah.
guy did.
He was
this.
pissed off because like this person's been on Comedy Central. They have real credits. And
Totally.
he's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Clip farming, dude.
Yeah.
The internet is ruining comedy, and it's also
It's so
ruining
bad.
how people behave in comedy shows because what they see online basically informs them that a show is an interactive experience.
Right,
yeah.
And not like as in laugh to joke. I'm talking about like talk to talk.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's not a
about
conversation.
you.
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up. I was worried about tonight, but tonight was good.
I knew what that was going to be
they
anyway.
were all into it.
They were a bachelor party
They
that was
shut up
also
when they
fans,
needed to
though.
shut up.
Yeah.
They did a little bit of the chirping, but like it wasn't bad.
no. And I thought that guy I texted you about was one of those guys. It was not. They were in the back. So
That guy showed me
Yeah.
the message. He goes,
he showed it to you.
Can we not talk
Oh.
about this on the podcast?
No, we're good. He showed it
I
to
wanna
you.
know.
I want to suck you off, right?
Yeah. So
Dude,
he,
that was The Bachelor.
that was.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was the other guy. in
Oh,
the
then
back.
there's another guy. that
No.
might have
Oh, I saw that. Okay, yeah, I saw
Yeah.
this.
So
Never mind.
Because The Bachelor
He
showed me
accidentally
his
I read
message.
the social media, and he responded to your story going, "Gonna suck you off," and then the venue has an automated response. It was like, "Hi, thanks for contacting us. We received your message, and we appreciate you reaching out." And then it was right away. He was like, "That was for Mike Cannon," and I saw that. I was like, "Oh, this is fucking gold." I screenshot it. I sent it to my wife before I even sent it to you.
That's so good.
I was like, "This is going in the history." This
Wait.
is great.
So was he joking, or is he like a gay fan of yours?
No, he was the one. Well, the one getting married also wrote kind of that.
Okay.
So that's crazy that 2 people made the exact same mistake.
Yeah, Mike, how many guys messaged you before a show offering to suck you
None.
off?
Only in Louisiana.
Okay, well.
which honestly would not.
It probably
not
happens
be my
to me
guess.
more than it does to Mike. Then
I know.
I have a
you
huge
have-
gay following.
I bet. I
Yeah.
mean,
My
you're
Instagram
a
And
big
huge,
sweet bear.
Not a lot of
Yeah.
not a lot of people. He means how big they are.
Yeah.
He has a lot of
Yeah.
fat
The
fucking.
few followers I have are big.
Bears
Yeah.
go for bears.
No, he's
Yeah,
just
so it's
making a
all- I
shitty
got-
joke about me being fat.
I was more interested in the reality of it. I'm like, wait.
bear on bear. It's
these
the
guys
Bernstein
love that.
Bears.
And,
yeah.
and like, so I wrote a joke about it,
Yeah.
increased the traction tenfold.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
like-
No, you're just
yeah.
fishing with dynamite at that point.
Meanwhile,
from-
I write a joke about me fucking Kathy Ireland. Nothing.
Kathy Ireland, I
Yeah.
love her.
I know. Me too.
God
That's why I write
damn.
jokes.
Is she
won't
still
call me back.
around?
She's like 80, I think.
What was that? Necessary Roughness when she was the kicker. God.
Oh God,
she's
damn.
so hot.
So I worked in high school. I worked at a grocery store, and she was like the poster lady for like a beer,
Tropicana or something.
one
right?
of those. And you got the life size cutouts.
Uh-huh.
And when it came in, I was like, "That's mine," and I got to take it home. And my mom's like, and I was like,
She's
"This
like,
is going in my room."
Why,
Yeah.
why are you power drilling a hole into it?
Did you laminate it?
Anyway, moving on. So, Mike, you're married.
Nice, dude. Call back to
that's
something
for
you didn't
us.
see.
Yes, for us. Me and Kathy. I call her Kat. All right.
Did you jerk off onto it, though? That is a good question.
That is what I want to know.
Adjacent.
Adjacent. Yeah.
Jason.
Nice.
Adjacent. I jerked off on myself. Anyway, all right, let's go to a sponsor. Better Health.
I've jerked off onto the pages of a magazine before, and that wasn't like it felt It felt awful. I didn't
Shame,
keep it.
yeah.
I threw it out. I mean, I
Yeah.
know, I know a lot of people that would keep it.
You were like,
For what? Yeah.
I don't like
Unreadable.
literally
Christmas?
the page. Stick
Yeah.
This is pre-internet, man. Resources
yeah.
are limited. Like you have just a
Yeah.
finite amount of breasts.
Yeah. Yeah. Many a Sears catalog for me. All right. Are we done from the sponsor?
We're done for the sponsors.
Are we doing this podcast? Have you, besides Skankfest, have you performed? Oh, we talked about you performed in Louisiana before, like
Yeah, I did the Howlin' Wolf years ago.
with who? You were telling me
It was just me. It was just
Okay.
with Louis Katz.
Oh, yeah,
and,
yeah, and Molly.
and Molly. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
just a showcase show. So I was on vacation. My wife got me a trip to New Orleans for my birthday because
Nice.
we fell in love with it. This is so dumb, but we fell in love with it through Action Bronson's "Fuck That's Delicious."
Oh, nice.
And all of the food wrecks on that show, I was like,
We can relate.
I
Go ahead.
gotta
Yeah.
go. I gotta go and
Yeah.
eat there. Like I don't know why. I just became obsessed with it. We did Willie's fried chicken. I
Yeah.
mean, char-broiled or char-grilled oysters or
Yeah.
whatever those are called. I mean, goddamn, we were eating so much. It was crazy. And then I think I asked Normand. Marc Normand, if there was
Yeah.
any like bookers or whatever, he's like, "Yeah, do this show. It's fun." I did
Nice.
that, and then I think one other show, but I don't remember where that one was.
Dragon's Den. Yeah.
Yes,
you told me
yeah.
about
Oh,
that.
that's where it was. Dragon's
That
Den.
was
yes,
one of my
yes.
favorite rooms. That's closed
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
That was a great room.
yeah. That room
Which
ruled.
maybe coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You know Mike Eaton?
Yeah, yeah.
If you ever have a chance to be in New Orleans with Mike Eaton, that's a great person to be in New Orleans
You will
with.
be
Oh, yeah?
eaten.
Yeah, he's a big fan of food.
Nice.
And he
Yeah.
will make sure that he gets you the right food.
Sick. I love that.
I've been in Louisiana my entire life. Mike took me somewhere. I still don't know what it's called, but it's some of the best food I've ever
No
had.
kidding.
We're gonna be there Sunday. I got you.
Let's
Yeah,
do
we
it.
got you covered.
Well, that's the problem with me is like I'm not very good at planning. I don't really put much effort into research, but I will follow anybody into the depths of hell.
Yeah, I just got done with Dave Stone and Kyle Kinane, and Kyle Kinane, who's the vegetarian, was not.
I didn't know that.
And by day 3, he was like, "I need a radish." Like it's brutal. And
He
Dave,
ate non-vegetarian food while he was here.
oh, did he ever?
Poor Kyle.
We started when we came here to
He must feel
Lafayette.
bad right now. He must just be wherever he's at. He's like, ugh.
Damn, he relapsed on meat
stomach.
hard.
We drove. We did Mobile, Alabama, Baton Rouge, here, and then when we got in, we went right to Billy's, and he had pepper jack boudin balls. And
Are you sure he's vegetarian? Like,
Not no more.
vegetarians don't
Yeah.
eat that.
No, and we did that.
That's
and
made
then
of all the pig.
next day went back to New Orleans for 2 days, and he was like, "I can't."
Yeah, I
It's
can't keep
brutal.
going.
Yeah.
I mean, that must have, if he's been a vegetarian or vegan for a long time, that must have fucked his body chemistry up so
yeah,
bad.
It's brutal, man.
But
no one
Dave's
eats
like, no, this is great.
no one eats like that here. Like you can't eat like that daily. You
No,
know, it's
I
like
could imagine-
special.
yeah, yeah.
If you eat like that daily, you're dead. Already,
Well, it's
so-
similar. I bet what he felt like was similar to how I felt. So I honeymooned in Bali, which is above my pay grade, unbelievable.
Okay.
Can't believe, But also, it's like Aladdin rules when it comes to drugs. So like, if you get caught smoking weed, you get your hand
You
cut
gonna
off.
Dang.
Yeah.
You gonna do weed on a carpet? All right.
Did you risk it?
No. So
Okay.
they were in these places called the Gili Islands. It was a little more lax, but the cops were still known to like fuck with tourists and like shake them down.
Damn.
So I just didn't want to mess with it at all. But I still had like, I hadn't gone 10 days in a while, so I was like, I
that
wanna,
would be rough
Damn.
for me.
So I smoked my first cigarette in like 8 years, and I threw up immediately, and it put me to bed.
Give me weed.
Yeah, I
please.
was just like, I couldn't. My body just couldn't handle it. What it used to process as nothing. It was just like, get this out. So I'm assuming Kyle probably felt like he ate cigarettes.
He posted a story on his Instagram, and it was just the back of his heel bleeding in veins.
What?
Yeah,
From
like,
walking?
so much blood. I was like, that
That has
anyway.
nothing to do with the boudin, Kyle.
Wear higher socks. Adjust to Gen Z. I mean, in fairness, you did post a cat's open asshole today, a shaved open asshole. So.
Yeah. And my wife's coworker was like, "I thought your cat was a male." She's like, "It is." She's like, "Why did Jason post a picture of her vagina?" She goes, "No, that's his gaping butthole." Dude. And also, like, I don't know why. When I posted it, I looked at it after. I was like, I shouldn't have posted that. It was bad. We have the only trans cat in Louisiana, so it's kind of great. You know?
Your cat has the same asshole as Ari Shafir.
Yeah.
It's
just-
like it's awful. It looked like there was a lot happening.
Yeah. Anyway, well, thank you for being here. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. I had a great segue, but you button hooked me with my cat's butthole, which that's all I see now. So
My bad, dude.
how was Skankfest for you?
It was great. I mean, I love Skankfest every single year. It is a necessary injection of self-esteem.
Yeah.
You know, it's not, you go there, everybody knows either,
Yeah.
they're either a fan or know you. And sometimes that's that, but everybody's so nice. It's the shows are all killer. It's like,
I tell people, for a place called Skankfest, the most positive thing I've done in comedy.
yeah.
Also, it's like you hear, like I hear in a lot of different comedian circles, negative talk about Skankfest.
Totally.
Everyone I meet there, especially the minorities, talk about how well they're treated and how safe they feel.
Well, real inclusion
Yeah, it's actually
is
real.
a fucking
Yeah, exactly.
freak show. You know what I mean? If you get everybody, but there's all this curated inclusion. Skankfest is pure 100% inclusion.
Yeah.
That's why you get like the bar from Star Wars in there. So it's like an octopus face playing the flute, and it's great. But everybody is being treated with the
The
same.
Moss Isley Cantina, by the way.
Ah, damn. All right, thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, we take a break.
Maroon 5 is here.
Yeah.
We accidentally
We
walked
might-
into some of my territory. It's all Star
Yeah,
Wars.
are you dry right now? All right, sorry, go ahead.
No, but it is just that. It's just a positive place. It's good shows. It's like, as a comedian, it's pure affirmation.
Yeah.
There's
Absolutely.
no bullshit. Like I think I've had one weird interaction with a guy, and he was definitely on something. But outside of that, this will be my 10th one. I've been to
Damn.
every single one, so I've seen it from 80 people on a patio in Long Island City to becoming Mardi Gras World.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And how big that is, and the thousands of people that are in and out every single day. It's like, Lewis, Jay, and Dave, but Lewis is like, the brain trust and the organization of the festival. He's like, it's unbelievable what the dude has pulled off.
Yeah, I saw it on day one at 2 p.m. I saw a dude getting escorted out by the cops. The most negative thing I've ever seen in the whole festival. Everything else is great.
Well, we had a friend of ours take too many edibles and got
oh yeah, but he was
sent out on a wheelchair.
yeah, he was a wheelchair.
He's a comic. He wasn't even on the
Was
festival.
that this year?
He was just
I
hanging
remember
out.
that. Oh, I think I saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we get a picture the next day. It was like so and so had a good time, and he's just in a wheelchair.
With
That was
a
in that
breathing-
small
with like a
room, right?
breathing mask on.
Yes, but they also brought him up to the green belt.
Yeah,
And
you
I'm
want to
like-
move the body as much as possible.
Yeah, yeah, good times for him.
That's unreal.
Yeah,
There was I was at Vegas 2023, and I think one of the coolest things I saw that I didn't see this year was Lewis's sister kept sneaking up on what's her face, Lewis's ex-girlfriend, the comic, big ass
Name him.
Y'all know,
Natalie
come on,
Cuomo.
girl.
The other one.
Kim.
guy, big Kim
Kim,
Condon.
yeah.
So like because they both do jujitsu.
I had 4 more names. By
Lewis's
the way. Go ahead.
sister kept sneaking up on Kim, trying to like get her to tap out. And at any given time during the festival, you were subject to see the two of them rolling wherever, and then just a horde of people around them filming them.
Damn right.
While they're rolling.
That's
and it's just
awesome.
like that is Skankfest.
I've had dreams like that. But yeah.
I also, Skankfest is where I do a yearly acid trip. So
Oh,
I
hell
don't do
yeah.
acid otherwise. I have one particular buddy / comedian / shaman.
Name him.
Who I don't know if he wants to be named. I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's easy to guess. But he's the ultimate acid guide. It's unbelievable. I just feel bad because I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll put my business out there.
I
don't
think
wanna put
5 of
anybody-
them, but it's all
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I'll tell you off camera. But he's also just very nice to be around when you take acid. Acid to me is a social drug. Like
Yeah.
if you don't overdo it, it's but you also have to go off campus.
Never done it, by the way.
Oh,
Done
never
it
done
5
it.
times on stage.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One stone drunk sober 5 times on acid.
One tab.
Each time 1 or 2. Yeah, I don't normally do more than that.
2 is why. I
Yeah.
mean, I've only done one of very quality, and I've seen visuals and I've gotten the whole thing, but it's made me. It's like I always say it's what I thought ecstasy was going to feel like. For me personally, it's so euphoric. It's so social. Like I want to talk to people.
Yeah.
Everything runs
You like
and
it
the
better than
lights.
mushrooms?
I mean, I like it better than mushrooms currently because I'm an old fuck and my belly hurts.
Yeah, mushrooms
When
are
I
like,
eat,
"Ooh, I'm queasy."
I went to Area 52. in Vegas. Do you know that place? It's like an art museum
That
or
sounds right,
whatever.
yeah.
Oh,
And
I thought you were being a joke. I was
no,
like,
no. Or no, it was 15, Area 15, I think. It's an art exhibit right outside of the thing. And I went there, and I couldn't even go in for an hour and a half because my tummy was hurting so bad.
The last 2 years I've done mushrooms for that show. It's the most magical experience.
For the high drunk sober?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I like retired from it. The
So
last
it's high on your choice.
So it's
Well, that's
no,
the
no,
Mardi
no.
Gras edition.
So Mardi Gras.
do once
so
a year, we
the
do
show
Mardi
is
Gras.
Stone, Drunk, Sober, but we add for Mardi Gras we do Stone versus Drunk versus Sober versus Mardi Gras, and Mardi Gras is either
It's just
acid
Shia
or
LaBeouf
mushroom.
fist fighting
You get on stage,
Timely.
you fight a cop,
Timely joke.
and
fight a cop.
yeah.
There's something spiritual about it, man.
We do one. So like we do one.
It's a good girl.
We've done one for like round 420, and it's just Stone versus Stone versus Stone.
Nice. That's fun.
And
Yeah.
That's
we did,
fun.
We did one, and I got a comic from New Orleans to bring down a bunch of edibles. We all took them, the bartenders, everyone, and it was the most craziest, worst show ever.
Really?
And like the bartender was on the side smoking a cigarette, and I was like, "You okay?" He goes, "Just a slow night." And I was like,
It's not
"You're-
slow."
You're bartending." He goes, "No, I think I'm bar backing." And I was like,
Oh, my God.
and we look back at the bar, and there's 40 people in line. I was like, "You're bartender." He's like, "Ah." And then he just gave people random beers, and it
Yep.
was great. Yeah,
That's
so,
awesome.
That was in the tent.
Yeah,
We used to do. Before this room, we had a tent that was outside, and when I tell you this is the best outside comedy show that's
Yeah.
ever existed, I doubt there's a better one.
We've had like Bill
A
Wayne
murder
Davis,
tent.
That's
Jeff
awesome.
Tate.
A
We've
murder
had some
tent.
amazing fucking shows there, and it was just
Why don't you bring the show to Skankfest? Like, why don't you
I
tried.
tried
He pitched it
last
to
year.
Rebecca once.
Yeah. But I mean, there's so much other shit going on.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But I mean, like everyone's already stoned.
It would be a great,
Yeah,
it would
yeah.
be a
Be-
great show.
It'd be
for-
called Skankfest versus Skankfest versus
Yeah,
Skankfest.
that's the ultimate.
You're
That's
right.
the
Two
ultimate
pussies
Mardi
who don't want
Gras.
to get high.
It's like I'm on ketamine and acid.
yeah, yeah. We can do meth versus meth. Yeah.
Speaking of Kim, I was with her when she fucking was on acid and stage dove, and the the sea parted, and she smashed her head. She wasn't allowed to
Maybe-
go to bed before like 5
Maybe her
a.m.
stalker should have been there. Have you seen that?
I have heard of that. Yeah,
Oh
I've,
my
I've,
god,
I've
that
heard
episode
of
was that was the same one I was on, and he was later on, and that's where the stalker came
That was
from.
on
Wait,
Kill
episode-
Tony.
Yeah, on Kill Tony.
Oh, man.
And he got up there and he's like, "Yeah, I'm just here. I'm just in love with Kim."
Wait, he got
Congdon."
pulled.
Yes. Oh, it was huge.
What the fuck?
They devoted 15 minutes, 20 minutes to him talking about like he follows her around.
that. Wait, did she know that he was in there, or that she? Or,
She
like-
wasn't on the episode.
She wasn't there.
He got
Oh,
bucket pulled.
okay,
And he
okay.
devoted his whole time to talk about how he follows her around.
What?
He's obsessed with her. And it, so
I
here's
mean,
the beautiful thing.
can I say one thing? If you're gonna shoot a flare,
Yeah.
do it from the top of Everest.
the
I
biggest,
guess.
the
Like,
biggest
that's-
live podcast in the world. Yeah,
Holy
sure.
shit!
So, and he acknowledged that she knows that he's in love with him. And then, so the next week or 2 weeks, one of our comics went to in Austin or Houston. They had the big theater, the big arena
Yeah, the
show.
one of
Okay.
the big shows.
And he was like, he was like kind of like live updating us. He goes, "Yeah, the Kim Stalker's here," and then he goes, "Kim Stalker's being let out by security."
No shit.
And I guess he got too weird, and
Yeah.
they're just like, "No, man, it's
Yeah.
done." But yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
way to shoot your shot. I mean, go for it.
Yeah, I guess if you're gonna go for it, you might as well try to be in the same room as
Yeah.
that. That's fucking.
You guys ever
terrifying,
happy
though.
you're not a woman?
Yeah. By the way, Kathy Ireland, I'm so sorry. Call me. No, let's go. call me and Mike.
Well, are
It's
we
fine.
back to Kathy?
Oh, we're always back to Kathy.
Well, I mean, she's the reason I figured out, or like,
Up here.
I figured out I had a penis. She kind of maybe is.
Learned what being hard meant.
Dude.
Yeah. Well, she had the
I remember
high
cut out.
waisted. Remember, I mean, now that's back.
Yeah, I like
Which
that.
and she gave that gift to the world, and that's like, I mean, we're all in debt.
The cutout was for St. Patrick's Day, which is like right now. So, and she had a one piece,
Yeah.
classy, but it was the high waisted
Oh, it's
cutout.
great.
Yeah, so
It's great. She probably had a huge bush too, which is like,
Yeah, we
The
love
80s,
the werewolf
man.
pussy, bro.
the
Love
air,
that.
the 80s.
what? All right. Guys, I'm respectable. Anyway, call me.
Wait, was it you that said a 70s pussy tonight?
I said 70s vagina.
Oh, yeah. This ain't
Classy
Skankfest.
vibes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
sorry,
is
sorry.
Yeah.
Vagina. Yeah, no, I said that's what my cat throws up.
That I'm ruined. Between my picture of my cat's butthole vagina and that, I never want to see a cat again. So.
To me, more in Penthouse, just my cat.
So what's been up with you in New York? Anything coming down the line? Anything
Yeah, I
going?
mean, I'm gonna film this special at this hour at some point this year. I'm holding it longer than usual just because for some reason I feel like there's something major that I need to add to it that make it different and make sense. Like I have a sense of it, but I'm touring. I'm doing Fart Carnival, the podcast, with Brendan Sagalow. That's very fun. My best bud.
Look, I'm so happy. Let me side note.
Yeah.
I am so happy this last year and a half he's kind of like popping.
Yeah, man.
And it's
Yeah,
been so
yeah.
fucking great. He's so fucking fun.
He's
on the road with Soder, and then like I know Joe List loves it. Joe List has been praising him.
Yeah.
And I remember like doing a show, like one of those New York Comedy Club shows with him, and like this is good. It's like
he's a beast.
I
He's
root for fat dudes.
Brendan's
Yeah.
also been funny for a long time. He now like knows he's funny, which is a massive part of comedians getting funny is like believing like
then you can lean into it.
Of
and you can
course.
be funny on
and he also
when you
knows
want.
what about himself is very funny. He's one of my favorite comics, legitimately, and also I think he's the greatest buzzer beater comedian of all time.
Yeah.
Really?
Meaning that like he can go down a street, plow through a dead end, careen down a hill, narrowly avoid every single rock, and wind up on the highway that he was meant to get off on. Nice. Like he just has this innate ability to make a mess of things and then fucking spike it at the last second. You're like, God damn, dude, he's very, very good.
Anytime
I'm happy for
Soder
him.
puts out some like behind the scenes on tour, I watch it because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just him just being the goofiest fucker in the world.
Yeah, and Brendan, if you don't post what I just said on your fucking Instagram as if it's meaningless, you piece of shit. Oh, man, I quit the podcast.
There's
We'll
many
start
other
a new
I know two better fat white rappers. Just saying.
No shit? Who?
No, I don't.
No, and that I'm his biggest fucking groupie for that shit too. I think that this is what I don't understand about him. I'm impressed by it, and I don't understand is his comedy is very like loud, charismatic, and you wouldn't say like he's like a one-liner wordsmith. Like, and I'm not. I mean this to be a compliment because he's a beast. And then in fucking rap, his brain clicks in to all of a sudden understand the English language.
Yeah.
And he writes and matches syllables and switches flows.
He's like Rain
And
Man.
he's
Yeah.
In like a concise way that he don't see on
that you
stage.
don't see on
Yeah.
stage. It's like a completely separate parts of him as an artist. And it's very cool that he has the ability to access both. And I genuinely like his rap.
Yeah, he's
Genuinely
so good.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
this
would
edible's kicking in, and I'm starting to get very passionate.
Who we talking about again? No, it's good. Any man for like. Sorry. No, I would love Sagalow here, man. He's so good.
Yeah,
man.
he'd do great here too.
Yeah.
They'd love him. But yeah, and then we got Beautiful Boys, which is my dad podcast with Andy Haynes, and
I
that's
love Andy.
Who
Andy's
is
so
fucking
funny,
so
man.
good. Also married to a wonderful.
Getting divorced.
No.
Yeah. So say something bad.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I love Rosebud. Rosebud's one of my best friends in comedy
At
too.
Rosebud Baker? All right,
Yes,
cool. I'm gonna
yes.
shoot my shot. No, she was great. And it was cool watching her, like her ranks, like climbing up through like the what was it, the JFL and all that
Oh
shit
yeah,
and
yeah.
all that.
documentary is cool
Yeah,
too.
'cause I
The
think she was in
Amazon
there with
Prime
like
one.
Dusty Slay and some other people.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, he's so good. We were talking a couple months back trying to get him routed through here. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, he's so fucking good, man.
Andy's as sharp as they get.
We
He's
saw him in New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
oh yeah, he was at Sports Drink.
No, he did the was that the Norman bachelor
Yeah, it
party?
was a bunch of comedians from New York in New Orleans for
Yeah.
no particular reason, and it was
Uh-huh.
Norman's bachelor party, and they just
Yeah.
threw a show at Tipitina's.
Oh, that's good.
And he was
Killer,
on
man.
it. It was like
That's
Joe
awesome.
List, Sean Patton. It was good.
Yeah.
Good show.
That is cool.
Killer,
I heard
man.
that venue is very cool.
There was a
Yeah.
now,
It's
I hadn't met Mark yet.
historical.
I hadn't met Mark Norman yet, and JP was friends with him already. And like me and JP were there together, and Mark saw JP and was like, "Oh, come on, I'm gonna take you backstage. Joe's back there." And then like they're like maybe like 15 yards away from me, and like I could see JP like notion over to me, and then Mark looks at me and goes, "Eh." And then they walk away together, and I'm just like,
I was like, bye. I was like,
like,
Forrest Gump.
a
on the
year
shrimp
later,
boat,
I'm
bye.
on tour with Mark, and we're like
Yeah.
chopping it up,
Yeah,
and I tell
yeah.
him that, and he's like, "Next time, next time I get married."
I was like, you hold the seats down. I'm going to hang out.
Yeah.
But also, we took
we took edibles that
I
night.
had edibles,
Yeah.
and he was so fucked up that he couldn't like he was like, I'm so fucked
During
up. And I
Joe's
was like,
list set, I left.
Probably better that you
I
didn't
went
go back
in the
then.
bathroom, and I closed the stall, and I like hung on the back of the door and tried catching my breath. And they're playing Joe List into the bathroom through the speakers, and I'm like chuckling.
And I was so
and
proud.
losing my mind.
because they were my edibles. I was like, I did that.
Damn right. Yeah, I haunted him tonight.
yeah.
Oh man.
All right.
Good
Well,
times.
let's get you out of here, man.
Appreciate you
Yeah,
guys
I'll
having
carry
me.
You still got like, yeah. You still have 2 more sets, so let's see what happens. Crowd's just filling in.
That would be funny to just do a podcast as the audience is coming in. And they're just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going
What
on?
you guys here? We've only done one live one. It was like 2 years ago. Bobby Kelly. We had him here for a weekend. We had Mike Kaplan on Thursday, Bobby Kelly Friday and Saturday. So I was like, and it was a 420 weekend. So I was like, let's call it the 420 Comedy Fest.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've ever done vegan edibles with Mike Kaplan, but hold on your butt because, bruh,
He's
like,
a big psychedelic guy.
yes,
Yeah.
but no meat, just straight
Yeah.
vegan. And then we had that weekend, and we did a live podcast with Bobby Kelly, and it was like, we got bullied for 2 hours.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
the
Good.
best thing I've ever had in my life. You know,
Bobby,
So-
I mean, some of the proudest moments of my life are being woken up at like 7 or 7:30 a.m. by him and Voss and just smashing me. And I'm just like looking at my wife like, what the fuck is my life? Like, this is so ridiculous.
Yeah.
We literally used to listen to these idiots on the fucking radio
Yeah.
driving to school.
I've
watched
had
Tough
Voss
Crowd growing
three or four times. We do the runs. We get along. I have so many scratch-off lottery ticket remains in my car. And at Skankfest, first time I met Bonnie, and he's like, it's JP from Lafayette. And she's like, hey. And I was like, yeah, I'm his caretaker when he's in Louisiana. She goes, that makes sense. And I was like, okay, cool. We're the same person. So, yeah.
Bonnie's the best.
All right. Anything else you want to plug?
No, and social media at I am Mike Cannon. Just check me
yeah,
out.
man.
Posting stuff just on everything. It's nonstop, everybody. This is a
Nonstop.
hamster wheel. We will never get off.
Oh, boy.
We didn't expect to have to play this game, but now that we're in it, we're playing it.
It's great, man. This is awesome. This room rules. Everybody, I mean, they know, I'm
Yeah.
assuming, if they're listening to this, but this room is fantastic. You guys curate such a positive and just like communal vibe.
Yeah.
Everybody here felt very not only appreciative for the show, but to you guys for like, just
Yeah.
everything. It's awesome. So thank
Awesome,
you.
man. Oh, so fucking happy to have you here finally. So.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I
Yeah,
really
Let's
appreciate
see what
it.
happens Sunday.
Hell yeah.
All right.
We're dying
That's it.
down here.
Woo! All right. And we are back. That was the wonderful Mike
Yes.
Cannon.
We just cut away, and you and me took the time to rewatch that interview together right here. So we are completely caught up to speed and remember everything that happened.
I can't believe he said that.
I can't. Just so many hard R's.
And he wore the. Oh boy. No, that was fun. That was a stressful weekend. We had him booked for Baton Rouge at Rally Cap.
Okay.
Show got canceled. One of the first shows I've had that the travel screwed it up.
What, did the show say something bad? What happened?
Yeah, they did.
You gotta wait till you're like an hour in, and then you can start
then we
saying
start.
bad words.
Yeah, that way you get a monetize.
Yeah, exactly.
No, the way his flight was canceled. Well, it was canceled. Well, they kept getting delayed. So he was supposed to be in at like 10 that morning. He ended up getting in at 9 something that night.
Jeez.
Show was at 7, and so we just kept watching. I was already over there. I set up halfway, and I was like, wait a minute. Let me be smart about this. So I sat down, had a beer with our buddy Brandon Stack, the manager, and then I ordered a pizza. Then I had another beer. And I was just
Rally
like
Cap?
at Rally Cap, just chilling, just like taking it easy, just talking, and petting dogs. People bring dogs.
So
and
were
then
you waiting to see if he was going to make it or
I was
not?
waiting to see because he was flying into New Orleans and he couldn't get anything into Baton Rouge. He couldn't get anything into Lafayette. Like I was even checking. It was bad, and so everything kept getting delayed. So we had to get to a point, and me, him, and his manager just like constantly texting, and was like, all right, we get to this point, we got to call the show because I still have to. Well, he was going to Uber from New Orleans to Baton Rouge because landing there, I wouldn't have had time to do everything. And so we're going to try to time it where we start the show and boom, he gets there. And finally got past the point of no return. And I'm glad we did because it was horrible. And then even picked him up in New Orleans. We drove back. It took us 3.5 hours to get from New Orleans to Lafayette. And it took us like an hour.
Traffic.
Yeah, those crazy wrecks I had the week before. It took me 4 hours from Baton Rouge because it rerouted. It was
My
horrible.
gosh.
It was like the reroute got rerouted, and it was the worst. So anyway, we brought him back here Friday night, and then we had the show Thursday night. We had the show Friday, which was fun. Saturday, he had a private gig at a Rotary Club in Abbeville, and he's like, please come get me. I'm staying in a business. And so they put him up. His Airbnb was like in a business. Like, he just walked out and he turned on the big lights.
What the hell?
I know. And then we went to New Orleans Sunday, hooked up with Isaac Cazell. We went to eat, had a good time, and then did the show. They ended up combining the two shows at the Howlin' Wolf. So we jumped on Mark Caesar's show. So it was Mark Caesar, another comic, me, and then Mike Cannon. And that was the show. And it was a fun time. And then drove back here. But, yeah, he was a trooper, man, hanging out with us. And he went through a lot of travel. And then him going home, he ended up getting delayed. They rerouted him to Syracuse.
And look, for those of you who don't know what JP is saying, delayed is Italian for retarded. So, all right, continue.
Oh, boy. Well, there goes.
Speaking of demonetization.
Yeah, too early. I'm going to say the C word. So they rerouted his plane to Syracuse, and then he had to drive home, which took him another 4 hours. So he had the worst. He was losing his mind.
Jeez, man.
What a trooper, man. So
incredible.
Yeah.
What a cool guy, though.
Yeah.
As you can see in that interview, I had a great time. I can't wait to meet that guy again and hang out.
Man.
Every now and then you meet somebody in comedy and you're like, oh, you're just like a normal person who's like cool. And
yeah,
if you didn't do comedy, you would just be a cool guy doing something else.
You get delayed just like us.
Yeah.
You know?
We're all delayed up in here.
Yeah.
We're getting delayed up in... Wait, no, that's not the song.
Okay.
Let's get delayed up in here.
Oh,
something
boy.
like that.
All right. Other than that, man, it's been crazy. We haven't recorded since January. Just trying to get
It's crazy.
We only want to do this when the national comedians come through, and it's just some of them that just doesn't work for schedules, their schedules, our schedules, and everything. But I did get to spend 5 days with the wonderful Kyle Kinane and Dave Stone. 8 shows, 5 days. With
Jeez.
I'm gonna say my favorite comedian.
All right,
next
number
to Theo.
one.
Yeah, he's pretty tied, and it's hard to distinguish him, but he's yeah. And went to New Orleans, picked up Dave. We went eat, went pick up Kyle at the airport, drove to Mobile, did 2 shows that night. And then Kyle's taking a break from drinking, and now he's back on it. We had a good time.
Dang.
And so we had a good time there. And then Baton Rouge, we had another good time. And then here...
a bunch of good times. It sounds like bon temps.
We did. And then Lafayette...
Beaucoup bon temps.
Was crazy. The show was 250 people. It was slammed. It was so good. It was amazing. After this, we go to, and I'll tell this story because shout out Cafe Cottage. Shout out Ken Edwards for giving me the shirt. Giving Kyle the shirt, which I can wear now. We went to, after we're having some, let's go get some drinks. We're hanging out. Just me and Kyle. Dave stayed in. So we're over there, and so we go to Cafe Cottage. He's like, you want a beer? I was like, yeah, give me a High Life. He's like, you want a whiskey? I was like, yeah, what do you want? I was like, Jameson. So he tells the bartender, give me 2 High Lifes and a couple Jameson.
Okay.
And then we're talking, and all of a sudden I hear him, he looks back, and I hear him go, what the fuck? And this cup right here, which is, by the way, new Lafayette Comedy whiskey tumblers available at shows. But imagine that.
Okay.
Full to the brim with Jameson.
Yeah.
And he goes, what is this? And she said, you asked for a cup of Jameson. And he says, who in their right mind orders
$50?
I don't know. I didn't pay for it. And so he's like, is my accent that bad? And she's like, I thought you said a cup. And I was like, who orders a cup of Jameson? If anything, you're a gentleman, you take it in increments, this is
sure. Couple shots.
We
Double,
started
triple at most.
6 shots. It broke down to 6 full shots. So
Jeez, they were
he
fatties.
took one, I took one. You didn't know him. And then a couple next to
Don't
us
make
gave
fun
them
of him
2,
like
gave
that.
this guy one, gave the bartender one. Had a great time. So Ken comes out. Ken doesn't know Kyle's there. Ken's talking to him, what's up, man? He looks, he goes, is that fucking Kyle Kinane? I was like, yeah, man, we had a show tonight. And then I was like, let me tell you what your bartender did. So he comes back. He goes, well, when you order 8 shots, you get a free shirt. So here you go. So I still have the shirt and the beanie. So I'm
hell
rapping
yeah.
Cafe Cottage. Shout out to Cafe Cottage. And then next 2 days, we went to New Orleans and did 4 shows at Sports Drink. And me and Dave Stone ate across America. And man, it was a beautiful run.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's
a
the
fun one.
best. Yeah, it was one of the best. Not often do you get to tour with your favorite comedian, you know,
that's
which
incredible.
is crazy. So yeah, it's been a busy couple months. All the shows were, man, Kurt Metzger's show was amazing. Like all the shows that have been coming through here have been knocking out the park. They've been going, break even or better. We had Mick Foley. We had Mike Cannon. We had so many people through here, and it's just been rolling and rolling. So it's like, all right, I think we're back, So
Yeah.
it feels good.
Yeah.
Plus, we didn't talk. We had
Stone Drunk Sober.
versus Mardi
2
Gras.
of them back to back.
Yeah.
One in Baton Rouge and then the Mardi Gras edition here.
Woo, boy.
Both fire shows, honestly.
Yeah.
But Mardi Gras was paya.
But broke the record sales of all pre-sales.
Also set a record for the first time ever that Team Mardi Gras lost,
That's all right.
which I am incredibly disappointed in everyone involved, but
I blame
it's okay.
Drew.
Yeah. Somebody's got to take the fall.
Yeah.
Go,
No,
Tro.
it was fun, man. It was a weird night. Let me just say that. But man, it was just so good. And then we had the other one this month, and then we're back next month with Stone versus Stone versus Stone.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
A pre-420 show. Oops, all stoned. So we're doing that April 17th. So it's every comedian's gonna be Stone, and that's gonna be a banger.
Hell yeah, I'll be here.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it's
I'll
just
be
been
on Team Stoned.
it's a good place to be. Other than that, man, I started a new show at Amelia Bell Casino.
I need to hear about this because I am booked on this coming up.
Yes, so right outside of Morgan
How
City.
How bad was the turnout? That's what I want to know.
So
But it
your
was a
show's
weeknight.
Your show's gonna be on a Saturday.
Yeah,
So
okay.
let's see.
I'm excited.
But cool. But I found out that's the riverboat that flipped during Hurricane Katrina.
Okay.
They salvaged it and they're like, let's make a casino in Amelia. Staff is great.
It's on the water?
On the water. It sits on the water. That's how you make it legal. Doesn't leave. One comic thought, she's like, what time does the boat get back? I'm like, babe, we're not going on a 3-hour tour. Like, what's wrong with you? Anyway.
Call me Skipper, baby.
Yeah, anyway, shout out Geneva. She killed for J. Anthony Brown, by the way.
The boat get back.
I'm like, we're not going down the river. What's wrong? This ain't the Love Boat. This ain't the Carnival. Anyway, but no, great staff. Tons of promo flyers everywhere, like banners, like printed banners. Like it was crazy. I sent you some pictures.
Yeah.
Fun stage and everything. So so it's gonna be interesting to see how it goes on a Saturday. But check it out. $5 tickets. If you gamble, you probably get in free. But yeah, lots of new shows been going. We're back at Adopted Dog running. Rally Cap's been kicking. It's been fun, man. So
I have my burlesque show for brunch.
yeah, I didn't get to go.
That was
but
awesome, man. We completely killed. Sold out. And when I say sold out, I mean, I asked the venue what their capacity was, and they were like 200. And I was like, well, I don't need to worry about a ticket limit.
maybe in the street.
But listen to what I did not factor in, though.
Fat people.
Brunch.
Oh,
And people wanting to eat.
yeah, because you
at
got tables. Yeah.
And we only had about 50-something seated at a table.
Oh.
And we had a little over 60 total through the door. So we had some side seating that was just like normal comedy row seating.
Was brunch separate from the ticket, or if you bought a ticket, you got brunch?
You do not get brunch for free.
Okay.
The menu's super cheap, though, so it's like...
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, you don't get brunch for free, but so next time I think we need to just... I'll make like a disclaimer about like seats being like...
Well,
we may even want to cap pre-sales at the number of table seats we have.
So what you could do is sell it as, do you want a general admission, no table? Like, are you going to be eating brunch or not?
Right.
You could do that. You can be like, this ticket gets you a seat. this one does it type of thing. But yeah, maybe
that's difficult too. We'll have to brainstorm it. But
Yeah.
hoping to do it again. It was super successful.
Nice.
The venue loved it. They said they've never had anything pop off on a Sunday before.
Well-
So it was incredible.
And let me say, they haven't had comedy in a while.
Oh, God.
You know, the last shows there is what, you know, well, the
This
incarnation before it was.
This is
John's-
a preview for my hack watch, by the way.
John's, we're anti-hack watch. Remember that?
Oh, God damn
Yeah,
it.
you got to change the verbiage.
All right, I'm going to go backwards, I guess. Do something
When
different.
John would run the mic over there, and before that was all the shows I was bringing over there. So they haven't. These people don't know it. The only thing they know is people who attempt comedy at their open mic.
Yeah.
which is a music
Exactly.
open mic. You know, so.
Yeah, and look, he was like, let's do this every month. And I was like, hold on. I was like, we got to keep it novel.
Yeah.
So we're going to do it again in May.
Don't burn it out.
And then we're going to take the summer off. And we're going to come back strong sometime in August. So stay tuned.
Oh, maybe.
Stay tuned.
Maybe the 9th.
Yeah. Maybe we'll talk about what
Pencil in
weekend.
August 9th.
Yeah.
Let's
There
do
may
that.
be a weekend that fits.
I mean, like in a festival or something.
I don't know.
Anyway,
We'll see. We'll have to see what's on the books.
We'll see.
But super stoked about that. It was good.
You couldn't see me.
Performers
I was-
were great.
I was trying to wink at the camera. It looked like I was having a stroke.
There was this funny thing happen. I'm just gonna repeat that this was told to me by John, but it was Charles Thomas was on the show. Charles Thomas of Dream, shout out, local comedian. He works at Atmosphere as well. So like he was, he was kind of nervous. His set went great, by the way, but he took his shirt off and did his Bigfoot joke, and his set went great, killed. He was kind of nervous, because his boss watched him do comedy, and so he walked up to him and was like, "So what'd you think?" And the only thing his boss said was, "You took your shirt off." Can you imagine the horror in that moment?
Yeah, it's not the time to be taking off shirts. You know, we already got one.
No,
of
actually,
those.
it is. It was a burlesque show.
Oh, wait,
it
okay,
was
that one,
actually
okay.
the perfect time to be. He was the only comedian that did it, which was necessary.
Can he still
I
do
feel
the
like.
joke without taking off his shirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Matter of fact, he's done it here without taking off his shirt. It just
Okay.
worked better with it off.
Yeah. Well, let's see. You want to
yeah.
pour out the empties on that? Okay. No, not a mint julep. But I saw you had some swizzle on the bottom. You can just. Oh, okay. Never mind. All right. Sorry, we just talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
they
sound
got.
of
We
my
like. They
addiction.
had like 100 mint juleps outside. And JP was
Yeah.
like, "What's that?"
Like,
Never.
that looks like alcohol with leaves in it.
I said, "You never wore a big hat and watched some horses race, dude?"
Yeah, I have. Oh, anyway, where are we at? All right, so Charles did it.
Oh yeah, that was it. Brunch was great. It was
Yeah.
it was hot fire.
Nice.
Can't wait to go back. Maybe do some more comedy at Atmosphere in the future.
Hell yeah, yeah. We need to get that now that it's redone and it's I heard
Beautiful
this-
venue.
So much space. They should have did what the other people should have done, but they didn't. So that's good. Yeah. No, other than that, man, just keeping this running, keeping the rally cap. Back at Adopted Dog. What else we got? What other shows? Michael's.
The
So
Fat Patters.
the Fat Pats.
Fat
Yes.
Pattersons.
The Fat Pattersons, which I need to get Bruce on.
It's an Irish
Yeah.
burger joint.
Yeah, the Fat Pattersons. And then, but if you've ever been to Patterson, okay. Anyway,
It's all fat.
Yeah.
Patterson is just fat.
and then old Michael's, man. So yeah, it's just going, man. It's going. I've turned down a few places. It's just not ready yet. Want to make it right.
Turn down for what?
Shows people. Oh boy. I'm gonna take my shirt off next.
Got him.
Yeah. Turn down for what? All right.
It's horns. All right.
Oh man. So yeah, it's just been it's been a good year. You know, last time we talked with Sean Patton to this, but man, like having like some big show. This has been the most sales I've had for shows in this quick a time. You know,
Yeah, we're gonna talk
Canaan,
about some big
Metzger,
stuff coming up.
Stone
Soon.
versus Drunk versus Sober versus Mardi Gras, all 250 people.
It's just
in
looking
here.
good for this weekend.
Yeah. We got old Cliff Cash and Matt Broussard, Matthew Broussard. So yeah, so it's picking up. Got some stuff coming down the line. But since you hinted at it, I guess it's time we go into our anti-hack watch. I don't know if you know, season 3, we're changing the game. We're not being so negative.
We're changing the game. You've seen the game around.
Yeah.
The game has always been
He
be
failed
negative.
for that HBO series, which I kind of like. But anyway,
I like the game.
I like that one song. Oh, no. That would like I don't know what it's called. Anyway,
Right.
so it's time for anti-hack
Anti-hack watch.
Anti-hack watch. That's
All right.
you want me to kick
Yes.
it off? I'll kick it off.
Yeah, you could kick it off.
All right.
I'm going to need time to think about how to invert my hack watch.
Oh, yeah.
That I had prepared in my head.
Wait, just flip over the chair.
I will.
Anyway,
I'm going to do it upside down.
all right. So remember, we're not bitching about what we don't like anymore. We're praising what we've seen.
Right,
and
right.
I like that I've been seeing some people, not many, but some people following the guidelines of like, hey, if you want to record your sets and get your stuff out there, you got to have the gear. You got a phone. That's the first step. You know, you don't need a big camera. Get a phone. Someone we know bought a tripod. He's got a nice tripod for his phone, up 6 feet high, and then he actually bought off my my original DJI wireless mics, and he's been using it, and he's been recording other people's sets for him if they need, and setting them up the shows and making his stuff for him, making his clips. I mean, the clips he's had here, the best ones.
Yeah.
Just because the shows have been full, but he's using it for that, and he's putting in the effort, doing that stuff that you need to do, rather than just like getting. I mean, it depends what you're doing it for. But if you're using, and he's trying to get on shows, he's hitting me up. He's going, "Hey man, I'm trying to hit up so and so." I'm like, "I'll vouch for you.
Yeah.
Let me know. I'll vouch for you." So he's doing it right. So I've seen him and one other person kind of make some effort. Like, "Hey, I want to do this. Let's do the steps needed to get myself booked and progress further."
Yeah.
So shout
This
out.
is very look. I'm just going to piggyback off of this because it's very similar to what I wanted to talk about. The right way to do things, you know. And look, we could sit here and be preachy about like the different nuances behind comedy, but there's a few things that like not a lot of people argue about. All right, one of those things is step one, which is build a 5-minute set. And you got to do that. And I am so happy when I see comedians, and I think I know who you're talking about. And these same people are the people doing that. They built a 5-minute set, or they're currently working on building a 5-minute set.
He's got it. I would say he's
Yeah.
got a 10-minute set.
Yeah, so 5, then 7, then 10. That is how you do things. I like to see. All right, you're gonna have to. I'm being positive, but you're gonna have to understand the subtext is negative. But what I want to see, I'm gonna talk about what I would like to see.
Yeah, let's
out
do
of
that.
a young producer,
Oh.
somebody who wants to book their own shows.
Yep.
Number one, I think you should want to book your own shows because you want to grow the scene, not because the rest of the comedians don't want to have anything to do with you.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
To grow your scene, should you be involved in that scene?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
You should
okay.
be a part of it.
Yeah.
You're
So
not
you should
gonna-
go to
yeah.
like open mics.
Yeah, you should actually go to shows, interact with comedians in a positive way.
Yeah.
Take advice from veterans. Look, not all veterans are going to give advice. I'm not always going to give good advice either. Sometimes I say shit that's off cuff, but also I'm not ever trying to say anything crazy. We stick to the basics. A lot of veterans are going to give you the very basics that you need to move forward to.
Should you? How can I say this? Should you come up with your own material?
Definitely write your own jokes.
Yeah.
But all of these things, like in order to become a successful producer, you should be involved in successful productions first.
You should be on successful book shows
Yes.
to know how to do it
Exactly.
in some aspect.
Exactly. It is nearly impossible, I think, to produce a good comedy show without having been a part of multiple good comedy shows.
I'll speak for myself. When I started shows here, I was going to Baton Rouge. I was going to New Orleans weekly.
Yeah.
Learning, watching. What do you do this? How do you set up a room? What do you do? Down to connections, knowing people.
Yeah.
Booking people from the region. Let's just say region, within
Absolutely.
the area. And then, but it doesn't stop there. It's securing a venue, not posting that we could be here, 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 or here. You secure a venue. You get everything lined up. Before you announce the show, you have a flyer.
Yeah,
Check the spelling.
Yeah, check the spelling.
It's-
Yeah.
Know where your tickets are going to sell. Not 3 different sources, which now I saw a 4th one today. And have everything together.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
I
But,
think I think some of the things that I want to see new comedians start to produce shows. I think that it's past time for someone else in our scene to like try to get traction doing something. We've got you, we've got John, we've got a big enough scene. I feel like we could have another showcase pop up somewhere from like a semi-experienced comedian.
I felt that I've been feeling that for a long time. Like, because that's really it. I mean, think of all the shows, even Mike's. It's like,
yeah, you're doing 90% of the shows. John's doing 10% of them or less, and that's it. Lester's kind of nearby, but Lester's steam has slowed down a little bit.
I haven't seen anything he's
not taking any shots at him. It's just what it is. It's a
cycle,
little less. He's doing a little bit less. The show that I was going to be on with him had to be canceled, unfortunately. But so like, I'd like to see a new comedian who's doing well, getting booked, take a stab at it. You didn't got it. Look, yes, we could use another mic, absolutely. But also, the second mic we have isn't getting a whole lot of traction right now. Yeah. So maybe we need another produced show at a venue that's good, right? So I'd like to see that. And no, it's not going to be me. I'm so done. I'm so done producing. My little brunch show, I'm going to keep the wheels greased on that. And that'll probably be the extent of my production. But yeah, come on, comedians. Get out there and do something for your scene.
What else? What else about your anti-hack watch?
Oh yeah.
Should you argue with people online?
Oh God, yeah. Look, stay cordial.
By the way, if you want to know what we talk about, just go to Tyler's page and just read a couple days back, and you'll find it.
Yeah, you'll see. I think what's funny is just the lack of awareness.
No, it's you can't
more
you can't
than anything. There's just so. We've hit a brick wall with some people, and that's all there is to it. I try really hard not to be holier than thou or self-righteous, but like sometimes it's just
here's the beauty of it.
Protect the scene a little bit.
Here's the beauty of it. I am not involved in this in one ounce.
Well, you're not someone's favorite comedian, so
It's not even a bear. I am so glad to be so disconnected from this that I don't even have to like look at it. Well, I'm looking at it and I'm laughing. Yeah, it's great. I'm just eating popcorn on the side. I don't even like popcorn, but it's such a fun, enjoyable thing. And I have not commented. I have not done anything. I've just watched chaos and mayhem, and I kind of want to be there when because I don't have a show that night. I kind of want to see what's going. I just want to. Anyway, I may volunteer to work security.
I shouldn't say this on the podcast, but I know the guy who produces that, who produces the stuff at that venue, and I found out who it was later, and so much of me wanted to just reach out to him and be like, "What are you doing?"
I know the lady who books it. I worked with her for several venues.
So there must be a co-booker, or I have a little, or there's multiple people doing it.
One does music, the other one does the other
events. There you go.
I
got you. All right.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
Woo, buddy. Anyway, but we're positive.
We're positive that comedy is awesome most of the time. When we do it, it's awesome.
I mean,
all right, let's move on to Rex.
I'm going to say too much. That's fine.
Let's move on to Rex.
That was anti-hack watch. Good
too
job,
much.
everybody.
Where's he from? Alabama?
Good job. Good job, everybody.
Too much the comedian? Where is he from?
Comedian
Gulfport, Mississippi.
Comedian 9 cents, because that's what he's going to make off that show. Nice. Also, let me say this. You produce shows. Do not give a venue 40% of the ticket sales.
That's crazy.
40%. 40%. No, work out a deal, but you have no leg to stand on. That's a big pun intended.
We
I didn't mean
roll
that
through this one.
But good job, everybody. And now it's time for recommendations.
Yes.
All right. Here we go.
What you got?
Here
Something
we go.
hot.
All right. I shared a clip one night. I was in my bed watching my TikToks with my wife before she was even home. I may have had something to drink. I was in a good spirit. And I watched this clip of this comedian, and I downloaded it from TikTok, and I sent it to y'all. And I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
And then I watched it 2 more times. I'm like, this could be the greatest comedian I've ever seen in my life, or I'm just really messed up right now. I gave him some time. Kept seeing it. I finally watched the special.
Netflix?
It was on HBO.
Okay.
HBO. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to recommend Chris Fleming's special. This guy.
Never heard of.
In the
I
jumpsuit.
have seen him.
It's called Live at the Palace. Holy shit.
Yeah?
Okay. You've got some comedians who on stage or just, you have to watch him. Gianmarco. He is phenomenal. He's so good. But you watch him. He's like sitting on the stool like a cat. Then he's over here. Then he's over here. This guy is absolute batshit crazy. Chris Fleming. He's been at it for a while. He's got the funniest shit I've ever seen, and I can't explain it. It's not like I can go tell it the next day, but just things of him, like describing the types of cheddar cheese in a store. I don't want to do it injustice. Go watch it. HBO. If you don't have HBO, just go look at clips. You can find him on socials. He's got clips from there or whatever. He's got stuff. He's been at it forever. It made me excited about comedy again, and it's nothing I will ever try to do.
It's
just
crazy.
something. It's just such an.
You're having trouble even explaining it, so I can't even imagine.
I know. It's like if Rory Scovel put on a
Okay.
jumpsuit and got flamboyant and possessed.
Wow.
And it's so out there. It makes me think of like those your Rorys, your emo Phillips,
Yes,
your people who just
Eccentric.
who are just there, and it's like you're not seeing a regular stand-up show. This guy is. I'm gonna watch it again. Chris Fleming, Live at the Palace on HBO.
I might throw this on.
Go watch it, man. And you have to go into an open mind.
Yeah.
You're not gonna watch a dude all sad talk about his wife. You're gonna watch someone who is a performer. A performer. It's I don't even say vaudeville. It's just like
I got you.
it's magical. Chris Fleming.
Chris
that
Fleming
is
on
my
HBO Max.
HBO.
What's the special
Max.
called?
Live at the Palace.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
So
my
good.
rec. Look, truth is, I haven't been watching a lot of comedy. Have not been.
Who has been?
But probably somebody that I've been watching more than anyone, somebody that I always watch more than anyone. Always watch them. They're so good. They're huge. No, they're not huge. But they're going to be, and they should be. I would like to give a shout out to a friend of mine.
I look that way when you point it, by the way. There's
Bring
no
them
one
out.
over there.
I'd like to give a shout out to a friend of mine who recently passed me up on Instagram. And
I thought you said passed away.
No, who recently passed me up with Instagram followers. I think this guy is one of the funniest people I've ever met in my entire life. He absolutely kills on stage.
If you fucking say a local comic, I'm going to throw up
I
the
am.
local ass. I know who you're going to say.
You guys need to go follow John Merrifield.
Y'all-
There is no. JP can roll his eyes all he wants.
No,
There's-
y'all
there is
follow each other. I mean, you're
not many
Instagram
people.
race. I'm like, come on.
There's not many people funnier on this earth than John, and his act is better and better.
I agree.
And better every time.
Yeah.
He's more in the moment than ever, even with his little cards.
If you like the cards, I'll put that aside. If you like one-liner comedians and you like quick and funny and misdirection, that is. And I'll say
yeah.
that the anemones joke with the sea slugs and mollusks and everything.
that's old school
That's one of
too.
my
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
jokes.
Absolutely.
And yeah,
Classic.
that's just a good joke that you don't see
Yeah.
coming. But yeah, he's a king of misdirection.
Yeah,
which is great.
there's not many people funnier. He's popping off right now. Every other video he posts gains traction on some platform. He's just been gaining Instagram followers left and right, and well deserved. He is writing for a professional comedian, going on tour with that person. Not many people working as hard as him right now. And I wouldn't have said that about anyone else other than you and me. I don't know, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago, it was just you and me. But right now, there are definitely people on our heels working as hard, if not harder, and just as funny. And I love to see that because it puts something inside. Like, I haven't released a video in, 3 weeks, a month. And I have some tape I'm sitting on, and it's like, it just puts a fire under me. When
You know
I
what?
see
You know what
this.
changed it for him?
What's that?
Getting a car.
Hey,
And
isn't that crazy?
we've how long we've been saying that?
Yeah.
Because no one leaves this town. If you only do the one open mic in
No.
town, which we know who they are, And I took a chance recently, and I shot myself in the foot. But when you only do one open mic, and no matter how great you are there, you gotta go. You go elsewhere.
No doubt.
You it doesn't travel. You know.
Yeah.
So
you gotta travel. You gotta
Yeah.
get out there. That's what's gonna separate. I'd love to see these younger comedians start traveling.
the one I referenced earlier is
Yeah.
working, and that's the thing. But I mean, that's how we were. It was like I was so hungry. It was like, but I had to. In order to find people to book, you have to go out. So mine was a little different, but it was also learning the ropes, the performance, and everything. And so now, if you're not leaving this town, it's not
You're
gonna
dying
be good.
down here.
You're dying in this one zip code. You know, that's it. So
0506.
that's where we live. Yeah, 03. I think that's 03 down there. But
08,
yeah.
03, 06.
No, I mean
92.
that's the biggest thing, and it's so hard. And we tell people, and I always say this: 1 year here is like 7 years here is like one in New York as
Yeah.
far as the stage time. It's like a dog's age. That's it. So your stage time has to count. If you're not getting out there, you're not doing Baton Rouge, Lake Charles, New Orleans, fucking Houston. Go to Houma. Go to wherever. If you're not doing that, Shreveport, Monroe.
Build an act and go show it to people.
That's it. Yeah.
Build an act.
We're staying positive.
Oh, yeah.
Good job, people.
Good job, everyone. You are all so funny and talented.
This is like if I AI'd my father.
AI'd your father.
I had to leave. It was me, not you. All right, now I'm sad again.
You were too perfect of a child
Yeah.
for me to stay.
You look like you didn't need that child support
Was
money.
he Native American?
JP, I leave. I don't come back like the wind.
I go get whiskey. All
Yes.
right, that was fucked up.
I live in Holiday Inn in Florida.
So personal.
Yeah. Oh, no, this is right out of the thing. Yeah.
So personal.
I'm a bartender at a hotel bar in Holiday Inn. I once bought crack pipe with girlfriend with you in back seat. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
This has been the story of Running Dad.
Yeah. Running from emotions. Dan Soder, you heard that in voice?
That was killer, bro.
Yeah,
That was
fucking
killer.
bring it, dude. I'm gonna work on my Chappelle.
Yeah. If we ever have Dan, we're going to have a Native American off.
Look, I already said if I've ever booked him, and his contract is you, in addition to the show and everything, and I'll pay you extra. You have to leave me 2 voicemail. You have to do my outgoing voicemails, and you have to do one as Dave Chappelle and one as the Native
Cat
American.
Williams.
No, Native American. Native
All
American
right,
chief.
Dave's good.
And
I think
Dave
I would do
Chappelle.
Cat. I think one of mine would have to be Cat, though.
Yeah,
His Cat Williams is, ugh.
but it's Chappelle. Come
yeah.
on.
His Chappelle's good.
Imagine calling like the number for Lafayette Comedy. Dave Chappelle answers, and then you call back as a Native American. Like, oh, these guys are diverse, man.
Oh, gosh.
Anyway, all
All
right.
right, JP, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me right here. At the JP Leonard on all social media, and at Lafayette Comedy on all social media. Let me pull up my little website. Tell
What
you
little
some
dates,
things.
me?
I got some little dates coming for you, T. This comes out Friday, the day that Cliff Cash returns. If you don't know Cliff Cash, he is fighting the fight right now. He is I'm gonna call him the official anti-MAGA comedian.
Talk about him like he has cancer. If you don't know Cliff,
Bruh.
he's fighting.
He is fighting right now.
No, he really is. This guy gets dragged through the mud.
And he has a whole special just and pushing hard. And I'm not a political person.
And he don't even
But at this point in the age of where everything's at, I don't care, and I will fight these people. I was fighting people leaving fake reviews.
Mm-hmm.
I get emails like people are just, dude. It is bad, but and it's all people out of state, so whatever. Anyway, April 3rd. Cliff Cash will be here this Saturday. Matthew Broussard, not Broussard, it's Broussard, where Michael's is at, will be here. That show is going to sell out. Let me just tell you that. April 10th, we're bringing our old friend Joe Pettis from Atlanta to Michael's Men's Club. We're doing a Between Two Poles, but we're also doing the Underwear Comedy Party, and that's going to be comedians, male and female, doing stand-up in their underwear, kind of leveling the playing field for Michaels.
Yeah.
And then, bam, then the talent gets started. April 11th, I'm at Amelia Bell Casino. Daryl Felsberg is going to be the headliner. Geneva Joy Hughes is going to be featuring things. We got Bun Intended. We got Stone versus Stone here in April. We're back at Rally Cap in April. We're back April 25th, back in Mobile at the Crescent Theater for Stone versus Drunk. Adopt a Dog comes back at the end of the month. We got Sam Talent coming. We got Michael Palisak coming. The Sklar Brothers here and Rally Cap.
Whoa, that's awesome.
We got Cool Y'all Fest in May, and then I'm on the road that weekend. I have to leave y'all for Friday and Saturday, but I'm on the road with Bobby Kelly. We're doing New Orleans and Mobile. I come back for 2 days, and then I leave, and I'm back on the road for 4 nights with Emo Phillips.
Jeez, that's
we're
fun.
doing Mobile. We're doing Bay St. Louis. We're doing New Orleans. We're doing Lafayette. So many people coming. We just rebooked Joe Zimmerman. He's
Hell
coming
yeah.
back in June. He just opened for Nate at the Cajun Dome. Shouted out the thing from the stage.
Yeah, not enough people saw Joe when he came, so
No.
I'm so glad you rebooked him because he deserves a bigger audience.
So
that
yes.
man was incredible.
We're trying to do that, and then we hinted at it earlier, but August 6th, 7th, and 8th, the second year of the Lafayette Comedy Festival returns. Right now, we are trying to finalize our headliners. Should be done within the next week.
Yeah, be on the lookout.
Let me just say the Thursday is going to be a kickoff night with someone who's kind of exploded now that he lives in Austin from New York, but love him to death, and he's going to be...
Shane Gillis?
Shane Gillis is here. No, not yet. Not yet, guys. Not yet. Well, I mean, buy all the tickets. That's fine.
Gay Shillis?
Gay Shillis. Thomas Bagor. No. Anyway, no. It's someone who we had here right before he did his special. And you got to host one of the shows in New Orleans. But yeah, so we got that. We got some other ones that we're lining up. We're just waiting for the final, and then we can roll it, and I'm excited for that. So LafayetteComedy.com for everything. Get on that mailing list. I've been throwing out free tickets. You're on the mailing list, you get some free tickets, maybe discount codes for shows. And then, I mean, I don't have the energy to put out new videos. I've got so many sets. I just got to go through them and find shit to put out. But, you know.
Both, bro.
Yeah.
Well, you can find me at thetylara.com for all my dates. April 17th, I will be in Bay St. Louis. I'm sorry. April 11th, I will be in Bay St. Louis with Caroline Picard.
Why do we both do that?
You know that happens on my other podcast too. Every time I say her name, all three of them do it. It's like a thing. I don't know.
I think it started with Enrique.
I think it started here for sure.
Yeah.
So and then Stone Drunk Sober. I got some
Stone versus Stone.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
that's
Oops,
good.
All Stoned. I got so many cool things happening. I'm gonna be in Pensacola in June.
What you going to Pensacola for?
I'm gonna be there for a weekend doing comedy.
Oh, what's my dinky?
Yeah, I got a Club 27 show on a Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a Friday show there with some other people,
Nice.
and I'm trying to get like a Don't Tell on the Saturday.
And we're
or
also
something.
there in August for Panama City. Yeah, forgot about that. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, awesome. That's pretty much it for me, man. Check me out. Listen to my other podcast too, Laugh City Radio. It's the funniest podcast nobody's listening to. People listen to this one, so that's the only reason I say that.
Too much singing. You hear that, Emily? Too much singing.
Emily doesn't even sing. I've said this before.
She did that one episode. I was
That
at the
one
gym.
episode. The what?
I had to
John sings every episode.
I had to take it off and put on Pantera. No, she sings like every episode.
All right.
She's a white lady. She sings, man.
They be singing.
They be singing. No complaining. Am I right?
And that's it.
All right.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles. No, that's not good. We can't leave on that.
They do have cookies here at the Doubletree.
This is a ripoff from Jim Carrey.
That's the... All right, bye.